Why not? Let's just do a live, right? It's been like forever. Let's just do a live. Uh, howdy, howdy. I'm in Springfield. I'm in line currently in the lube bay. So waiting to get in to get my oil changed. And what is today? It's Sunday morning. It's still pretty early though. It's only like 9:52 in the morning. What's going on, Irish? So I didn't know if anybody's going to be awake yet. I don't know if anybody be awake and kicking it yet this morning. Stuart! Yeah, it's morning. It's definitely morning. For sure. For sure, for sure. What's going on, Crispy? How are you, buddy? How was your Thanksgiving? Crispy went home for Thanksgiving, I know that. I'm good, Bobby. I'm good. I'm just waking up. You walked by my truck yesterday? You should have said something, man. If it was at terminal, I was up. I was working on this monster all day yesterday. All day. So I'm waiting on the lube bay this morning. I'm going to get the oil changed really quick in the truck. And then tomorrow I have a couple appointments. I do, but I have a student right now. I do train, but I have a student. So I have a couple appointments to meet tomorrow, take care of, and then I'll head back out. My hood was open, yeah. I was checking on a couple things yesterday. So I'm getting oil change today. I'm not past an oil change. I still actually have a few thousand miles left. But it's going to need one very soon. So I thought, you know what? Instead of adding oil, I'm just going to get the oil changed, filters changed, to get the air filter done. Look at that hair, man. I love my hair. It's kind of everywhere. Look at this. Got a little alfalfa thing going back here in the back. Thanks. I appreciate that. Thank you for watching. Be there in January. Heading to Charlotte tomorrow. I've just had stuff to do. I've stayed fairly busy. I got the side box put on. I got my Directv fixed. I've been rearranging this truck. Danny, how are you? Danny is awake this morning already. I am. I'm doing well. Hello from Oklahoma. How you doing, Quentin? Oh, yeah. You can't define awake. So Danny's not really awake. What's going on, Dan? See, how many, let's see, how many cigarettes after the other night at Fire Night? Zero. I haven't smoked a cigarette since I was in Pittston. So it's been a while. Hello, Miss Joyce. How are you and Blake doing up in the Maple Leaf? Yeah, I haven't smoked a cigarette since I left Pittston. And actually, I'm on zero nicotine on my vape now. So all the vape juice I bought here recently has all been 0% nicotine. Yeah, Christy, Chad Rich is up there in Pennsylvania. He said it's starting to get a little icy up there. You guys be careful up there. It's a lot of bad weather, a lot of crazy weather going on right now. That's for sure. Can't believe you asked me how many cigarettes I smoked. Why? Was it a rough night, guys? Or Fire and Ice the other night or something? Oh, wow, the trees are even drooping down. Where the heck are you, Christy? I did do a little drinking the other night, though, didn't I? I did a little bit of drinking the other night. That's why I stay southeast. Up by Niagara Falls, yeah, I'd say it's a little icy. I bet you that's pretty today. And cold. Pretty and cold. So I'm hoping to leave here Tuesday and go pick up Honey. No, Dan. No, I did not. Dan's trying to get me in trouble. Absolutely did not. I went back to my truck and passed out in the parking lot at the campus, man. I went to bed. Got up at 7, drank a bunch of water, went back to bed, got up at noon. So I slept like 13 hours. I had to sleep that one off. Whew, that was a rough night. Y'all have me doing Jaeger bombs and everything. I was feeling good. Hello from South Africa. Very nice. Headed up here today. Curtis, you starting orientation tomorrow? Is that what you're doing? I think Curtis is getting ready to start orientation tomorrow. No. Welcome to the show, Cedar. Cedar's pretty funny. That's pretty good stuff, man. I'm gonna get this oil changed. I'm gonna work out, get something to eat, get some breakfast this morning, get a workout in. Actually went over to Fire and Ice last night and had lamb. I never had the lamb before. It's pretty good. Obviously you don't get a lot because it is what it is. It's a high-end kind of thing. But it was pretty good. 3 days home was a tease. You already going for Christmas already? Yeah, 3 days home can be a tease. I always go home for 4 or 5. What do I know about people outside the United States of America coming to prom? I know we do it. I know there's some here. I've met quite a few of them from the Horn, yeah, from South Africa, from the African area, Nigeria. So I mean, we have a few. Right, Dan? Right? I want to know where Cedar goes because I don't want to go there. All right, Danny, have a good drive. How long until I take another TNT student? Probably not till after winter, guys. Probably not till after winter. That's the harsh reality of it. It'll be a while. Honey will probably be on board minimum through winter. Would be my guess. Maine, I had a student from Maine. He was from Bangor. He was from old Bangor. Got to do laundry. Yeah, me too, Christy. I'm going to do mine tomorrow. I got some new sheets coming in. I ordered from Amazon. I'm waiting for them. They'll be here tomorrow. I'm going to do my laundry when they get here. Because I'm going to cheat this time on laundry, and I'm just going to go drop it off. Oh, see, that's bad. Hey, I got my haircut the other day here at Prime at the True Salon, so it's kind of. I probably should throw some product in it this morning to get it straightened out, but that's all right. I'm kind of just letting it do its thing here. We'll even do this. How's that? Kind of letting it do its own thing this morning. I don't care. That gives me some personality. I finally found a banana vape juice. I've been trying to find a straight banana vape juice for a long time. And it's always been like banana something. Banana cherry, banana nut muffin, banana blueberry. I'm like, no, I just want banana. Finally found one. Yeah, I know, right? She was here at the thing. Ugh. So it's Taffy Splashy or something. Taffy Splash Banana. This is pretty good. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, my stylist was at the bar the other night. Good morning. Good morning. You know what's funny is I went in there last night and ate. Just went in really quick and had dinner, and she was in there again. Her and her husband were in there, and one of their children. They were all in there. So they were eating dinner. It's actually kind of cold. I've got the heat on. I'm going to become a trainer in January. Yeah, right, Seether? Time to go wash cars. Oh, so shoestring somewhere is nice. How's TNT going? Dirt Farmer's going pretty good. Going pretty good. Ziggy, I drink Miller Lite. I drink Miller Lite myself, but I mean, you know, a lot of people drink Budweiser. They love the Budweiser, man. They love the Budweiser. That's for sure. Wow. 11 people shot in New Orleans. Breaking news right now. At least 11 people shot in New Orleans on Canal Street. 3:20 this morning. Oh, okay. I'm just now getting it. Happened at 3:20 this morning. Had to be a fight down there. Some kind of fight, if I had to guess. That's how it usually works out, right? People get to fighting and arguing and whatever else. How you doing, Ralph? How you doing, Ralph? How's it going, man? So I am in line. We have a new express bay here, express lube bay at Springfield. So I'm over here in line. I'm next in line. Here, I'll show y'all. It's boom. So I'm next in line in the express bay to get my oil changed. We'll see how express it is. I think they're about to let me in because they just opened. Yep, they're pulling the truck out in front of me. So we're going to pull in here and see how long the express lube takes, right? I'll be really curious. I'm going to go ahead and get my air filter done too. When I get stuff done, I just like to get it done and not worry about it. And I don't know if they do APU service in here or not, but we're going to find out. Because if they do the APU service, I'm going to have them do that too. So I'm going to have the truck done, the APU done, the air filters, everything. I'm going to get it all done up. Budweiser's nothing but Clydesdale piss. I enjoy my Miller Lite, and the reason is, guys, I don't get hungover from it. I used to be a Bud Light guy, and I was always freaking hungover. Hopefully his camera will hold up. Hopefully. This truck wants to go. It wants to move, man. It wants to go, go, go. Let me turn the APU off.
I appreciate that.
There you go.
Just an oil change on the truck?
Do the filters, and then
Well, the truck PM is the oil filter, fuel filters.
Okay. Can you do the air filter too?
Yep.
And do you do APUs?
Yep.
Let me check it. Let me check the APU. Let me take my people with me. We're gonna go check the APU numbers.
Here, take a flash with it.
1801.
You got roughly 190 hours.
Yeah, I got a while to go. Yeah, just do the truck. Because I'm a TNT trainer, so I mean, we're running most of the time team. So 190 hours should last me a while. Yeah, it should last me a while.
They're good for 2,000. So.
Yeah, there's 1801. Yeah, just do the truck and do the air filter if you would, please.
Yep.
Thank you. It's a dinosaur. So it's a dinosaur made out of autism awareness puzzle pieces. Is what's on the hood, guys. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. Thanks for watching. What's the APU? The APU is the auxiliary power unit. It is the generator that supplies heat, air, and electricity when the truck is parked without the truck running. So that is what the APU is. And yeah, it's got 200 hours left on it before it's due. So basically 8 full days. I'll use 2 of them up, 6 full days. It's fine. Thanks, Wicked One. Appreciate it. Yeah, I did it for my boy. He loves it. He loves it. Hopefully, I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. I'm gonna put on it. Maybe I'll put these on. Maybe it'll help a little bit today. I got the window down. So I don't know how much of the outside noise is picking up. What's going on, Jeffo? Fatty, where you at? You in Springfield? He's probably in Pittston. Yeah, a lot of you just listen as you're driving. It's better? Yeah, I thought it would be with the earbuds. Oh, hey, I'm here. Fatty, so am I, man. I'm over in the Express Loop, Bay. You eat yet? I need to eat breakfast here when I get done. Made a big difference? Yeah, I probably knocked out a lot of the outside noise. Oh, Carlos got to pick up right where he left off. Please. Correct. Yeah, Wicked One. It's kind of cool, man. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want on your truck. You just got to pay for it. So, and they're not too bad. You guys have seen my entire truck. All of my graphics together cost me $1,000 on my truck. That is what I paid for the graphics. On the truck. Oh man, all right. Yeah, I got to go and eat breakfast in a little bit. Yeah, Dan, I had a side box installed. Guys, I got a lot of video clips. The only problem is none of them make sense, right? So it's not like a video. Like it's just a lot of video clips starting last Saturday all the way until now. 8 days worth of video clips. I may just say the heck with it and just throw them all in a video and let y'all figure it out. I may just do that. Got your permit, brother? That's good, Carlos. You had extras you gave to your son. Yeah, I had some extra stickers. Thank you, Angel. Appreciate that. Been studying for the permit. Whoop-de-whoop. What's going on, Rancho? I guess you better get it replaced. Yeah, thanks, Kathy. I mean, I just got a bunch of videos, yeah. A bunch of. How you doing, Miss Wade? How often or how long do I go home? Well, currently, this is my home. So I'm home every day. I got a job. I'm home every day, guys. How about you? So this is currently my home. But I'm taking some time off right now in Springfield. I'm going to be here, 4 days? 4 full days? Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Well, I got here Friday morning, and I'm going to leave Tuesday sometime and head back to Pennsylvania to pick up Highway Honey. So Highway Honey is with her family in Pennsylvania. So many people the other night were like, "Where's Honey at? We know she's with you." And I was over at Fire and Ice. Honey's really not with me, guys. Honey is in Pittsburgh with her family. She's with her mom and her dad and her brother, and they had Thanksgiving, and I mean, that's reality. Well, they get, Jeff, I'll probably take a load to like Allentown or Bethlehem. And so, speaking of highway honey, there she is. So she's gonna kill me for eating lamb. TJ, if you manage your home time right, that's the thing. Look, they have good benefits, good health insurance, and all that. TJ, I mean, if you're gonna do it, I mean, I would. Your wife needs to be on board with you, and you need to have a plan in place. You know, whether you can do this for a couple of years. You know, like set up a plan before going in, some goals before you head into it. And that way you guys have an end of the tunnel kind of deal, right? So, you know, hey, I live here and there's some great local opportunities where I can be home every night, but they require 2 years experience. So I'm going to put my nose to the grinder. My family's on board and I'm going to do 2 years over the road to get my time in. And that way I can spend the rest of my career in a position where I'm home every night. So do something like that. Set yourself some goals up. Do something to give you an end of the tunnel kind of deal. Yeah, Kathy, I don't get hungover, really, because Miller Lite doesn't do that. But I did have some Jaeger bombs. I did wake up kind of ill in the morning. I drank some water and I went back to bed for a few more hours. That helped. I slept like 13 hours, so that helped a lot. After what would I start at Prime? Lush. I don't know what she means by lush. Maybe hush. I'm currently 19, working for. Oh shit! Thank you, Dan. Wow, wow. Holy crap! That was totally unexpected. Thank you for that huge super chat, Dan. I appreciate that. Let's try to go over the road. Eric, I wouldn't. Look, Eric, you already have a job that most people are out here looking for. Okay, you already have a job where you're home every night and you're making a decent wage. Most people come out here and come to Prime or come to other trucking companies to get their experience and to get to what you already have at 19. All right. So I mean, you're $25 an hour, 40 hours a week. You're already at $1,000, right? You're at $1,000 a week, and home every night. So I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be worrying about it. How would they tell me? I don't know anything about that, Carlos. You'd have to find out from your local DMV. See, yeah, see, that's what Wicked's trying to do. You know, because I was definitely drinking. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hey, thanks for watching, TJ. Steven, they like Prime likes you to have the hazmat and the tanker. I think that's it. Hazmat and tanker endorsements on your license. So those are the two they like you to have. Are those two? So I did talk to El Presidente a little while ago, and he's doing all right, guys. He's up there in that mess in Pennsylvania, though. And let's see, I got a message from somebody. Oh, it's just telling me that Pedro and some other people hit us up on Instagram. Who is Chad Rich? That's right. So blood pressure medication works like this. How's the load choice program going? Ben, I couldn't. They did not put me on load choice. That was totally a misunderstanding. I am not on load choice. Let me get this other phone on, guys, so I ain't got to keep fingering y'all up there. To read comments. It's not bad here in Pittsburgh, just raining. So Honey's saying it's just raining up there in Pittsburgh. Okay, let me go back up and catch some of this stuff. Hello from Jersey. What's going on? So Sung Shu says, I use blood pressure medication. So I use blood pressure medication myself. The only difference between if you take blood pressure medication is your physical card is only valid for a year instead of 2. Okay? So just keep that in mind. As long as your blood pressure is under control with the medication you use, they will give you a health card valid for 12 months. Funny, I used to want to be home more, but I guess I'm adjusting over the road. Correct, Swade. That's what happens to a lot of people. You get home and you're like ready to go. You're like ready to haul ass right back out of the road. That's just the way it goes. It is. Rancho got out of PA Port, got icy. Morning sunshine. It's just raining in Maryland. Oh, yeah. So Dan's on home time. So Dan's on the honeydew list. Dan's on the honeydew list. There's your Dan. Honeydew this, honeydew that. Speaking of Chatteridge, look at Chatteridge. How's the lamb? Chad, I'm in enough trouble over the lamb. We don't need to keep bringing it up. Eddie, they have not come to a decision on the Volvos yet. Chad Rich drove me under the bus with the lamb. Hopefully, Jackie, hopefully. Yes, Dan, you got to do the honeydew list, man. Right? All the drivers know that. Chad will tell you. Chad's got a honeydew list when he goes home. It's probably hanging on the fridge. Honeydew this, honeydew that. He knows what he's got to take care of. Go and take a picture of my new truck. We can go find it. Is it here? You think it's here? What kind of graphics you got on it, man? I'm in the Express Lube base, so I'm like right where they keep all the new trucks. Hold on a minute. I'll get out of the truck. Let me throw a jacket on. We'll go see if we can hunt this baby down. Where am I heading next, Arkansas? I'll be heading to pick up Highway Honey. So, as long as she's coming back to work, see if we can go find this new truck. Morning chat. All black with Kentucky blue stripes. All right, well, we'll see. Kentucky blue stripes on it, huh? See if we can go find this Wildcat truck. I assume that's what it's going to be. It's an international? Does Highway Honey miss crazy bags? I am bringing a surprise with me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, Fatty, I had mine fitted Friday. I stopped at the company store, had my service ring fitted on Friday. All right. Here we go. Let's go for a walk. Wow. I'm going to walk out. I'll be back. Isn't there a door right here on the side? Yeah. Let's go see. So if you look, I'm inside the shop here. Let's walk out here and see if we can find Jason's truck. So he said it's black. I'm assuming that it's a Freightliner, even though he didn't say that, or he did, and I didn't see it. I'm assuming it's a Freightliner. There's a Chargers truck. I'm assuming it's not the Chargers truck. There's some pretty nice ones here. I'm sorry for the wind, guys. I know I can hear it. If I can hear it in my ears, I know you guys can hear it. So let's take a peek, see what we got. So here's a Chargers. I think he's already in that one though. I think I've seen that one around. There's a pretty black Freightliner right there. Look at that thing blacked out all the way around. We'll go over there and look at that one in a minute. We're just going to walk and see if we can find Rolling for Time's truck. Not sure where it's going to be. It must be in the back. I thought they moved all them up here. We still got a few to go around, though. So we'll keep going. Every now and then you'll find them over here. A lot of brand new lightweights in. If anybody's upgrading soon, be prepared for that. A lot of new lightweights in there. There's that blacked out truck. $602,477. Well, you said a black truck, right, with blue stripes. I haven't seen one yet. I just want to peek at this one because this is pretty badass looking right here. Oh, this is an A truck. That's why. Look at this. That's pretty vicious looking from the front, all blacked out like that. Okay, it's definitely not on this lot, Jason. Let me check. Not a black one, anyhow. There's lots of trucks here. There's no black ones. Let's go check the other lot. Let's go over here and see if we can find. There's a bunch of black trucks right here lined up together. So maybe it's down here. There ain't no telling. Why Henry asked why too, leasing over company. Henry, I've been leasing a long time. First time I signed a lease was 2007. So I've been leasing since then. So it's kind of like how I live. It's what I'm used to doing. And contrary to belief, you do have a little more control over what you do on a daily basis. People want to say you don't. Company drivers like to think that lease operators don't have more control over what they do, but we really do, guys. Especially on home time. Man, is it windy. You see my truck on campus? Yeah, it was there. It's back at the yard now. A lot of trucks here. I'm a looking. Hey, I see a Kenworth down here, guys. There's a black Kenworth down here. We'll take a peek at that. Look at this. Someone got a, must be a flatbedder. Yeah, look at this black Kenworth down here. $602. What number did he say? 602 what? 477. Okay. That's a BLC truck. So here's a Kenworth. This is a BLC truck. I don't know if it's new. Oh, it's not new. It's used. It's got burn holes in the seat and everything. That's right, honey. You tell them. Stay positive. All right, I'm still looking for this truck. I'm getting my steps in today without even hitting the treadmill. There's a black one back here. Is that black? A lot of wine color trucks here. That's a 602 284. A lot of that deep wine, that red wine color, almost plumish color. Wow, look at them green graphics on that thing. Whew, I don't know about that. Now this silver one's nice. Oh, Storm. That's awesome. His name is Storm. All right. And he had lightning bolts put on his truck. Very smart. Very cool. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. So it's none of these. See what we got going on down here. Uh-oh. I found it. I found it. All the way back here in the corner. 602 477. Here she is right here. The APU is installed. Oh, that's pretty sharp. I like the colors. I do like the colors on it. I don't even know if he's still in here. I'm gonna keep it down low because I don't know if I want to. I don't know if he wants his name shared out there on YouTube like that. So. Oh. So he's got, let's see, black handles. Did you get the black grill? Yep, definitely got the black grill. So his is blacked out in the front as well. Very sharp. You'll have to, they'll probably have to detail this thing still. Oh. Window curtains. What in the heck is that thing? Hey, does anybody know what that is? Look at the size of this thing. Did they put an out-facing camera on yours? Is that what they did? That thing is huge, man. So this is all a little different. Here's your thing that's down here in the bottom left. It does have the new style Qualcomm. Your SOS button's included in the dash now. I think your dash setup is different than the first 2020s that were coming in. It's definitely different from my 19. I can tell you that right now. It's definitely different from my 19. I was looking to see if they had your code on here, but they don't. Let's see. There's the paperwork for some of your stuff. I'll just leave it all sitting in here. No, there's no refrigerator in it or nothing like that. Your key fobs are right here. So your key fobs are sitting in here. There's two of them. So both your key fobs are here. They're in the door, Jason. Your key fobs are in the door, in the driver's side door, just loose, just in there. See if we got. I think I should be able to turn all your lighting on since I can't remember where the light switches are on these. Hold on a minute. Oh, you got the lighting package. It looks like. They got all the power killed to it in here. Yeah, see, I had the lighting package in mine too. It'll Yeah, it looks nice. It'll be a lot better than that International you've been driving. That's a shame that you were stuck down there, and your new truck's sitting up here. Brand new truck sitting up here. Just waiting for you to pick it up, and you're stuck in Austin, broke down. Well, there she is. She's pretty. She's in that employee parking lot. Well, the one they built for employee parking lot. You got the new deer guard too, buddy. You got the good one. Look, you got the badass deer guard. So I think these are like the brand new deer guards, or Jason ordered this separate or something. But this thing's freaking nice. Look at this. And look at this opening right here, guys. For all of you who are having problems with your lane control sensor and your forward fronting radar, look how they fixed it right here. So this is the one that has this bar. I think you just pull up or down on it, and it releases.
But I'm really digging the deer guard, Jason. Did you have to order that separate? No, because here's another one right here. Yeah, dude, you got the brand new deer guard. Because there's one on that truck too. Oh, I haven't heard they're dumping Pete's. I don't think they'll ever dump Pete's. They're always going to have them. They may stop that deer guard power coated. Yeah, I mean that thing is wild, man. Look at them all. There's a bunch of them now. They got some kind of coating on it right here. This is the new deer guard they're getting in. And this thing is badass, dude. It's huge. Look at the thickness of this thing, man. I mean, this thing is enormous. Because here's the old one. Here's the old deer guard right there. Right? And here's the new one. That's what she said. In your dreams, TJ. It's all about what discounted price Mr. Lowe can get for me. Yeah, you're right. It is. It is. It's all about bargaining power. It's exactly what it's all about. It's all about bargaining power. As you can see, we have a wide selection today. Quick question. I-80 Rollins in Cheyenne. I-80 Rollins to Cheyenne. Well, I mean, it's a pretty crappy stretch in any kind of weather. So if you got weather up there, that's when it's going to be the worst. If I had to guess, would be in that section. So there's the detail shop over there. And so Jason's truck whoa, all the way in the back corner. Frickin' wind is blowing me. Someone got a big old poodle in here. I don't know. That's not a poodle. I don't know what kind of dog that is. Puppies. Look at them. What are you doing, guys? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, this is friendly. Oh, come on. Good dogs. My hands are frozen. Like, look how red. That wind chill, man, is just getting me. I should have put on a hat. Should have pulled a beanie out and put it on my head. See if I can walk my way in. Yeah, those dogs are belong to drivers here. They have a dog area where they can run. Guys, it's really windy here. It's literally pushing me just walking. Oh yeah, Prime loves freight shakers. Ain't no doubt about it. You know they do. FedEx, I don't want to own it. I know there's a lot of people that come from your school of thinking, but I'm just going to tell you, I don't want to own it. I'd rather get the payback at the end, or the lease money that they give back to you. And it's your money, they just give it back to you. But I'd rather get that at the end and get another new one. And it's what I do for a living. I don't want to be in an older truck, break down all the time in the shop. I have no use for that. I just have no use for that. I'd rather be in a new truck every 3 years and making money. Everybody's different, though. Everybody's different. Some people want to own it. Whew. Holy crap, guys, it's cold. It was cold, cold, cold. So you see he's moving up my truck. Here's my side box, guys. So this is the side box I put on yesterday. And someone asked me about my hood, my decals on my hood earlier. Since they have the hood open, I'll just show you. So that's what old blue looks like opened up. And then I put like my purple windshield washer fluid. I put de-icer windshield washer fluid in it yesterday, and it turned it purple. It's cold, man. Like my hands are like really, really, really frozen, like bad. But that was a nice little tour of Jason's new truck. He's been waiting for a while too, I'm sure, for that to come in. What GPS do I suggest? You're gonna have to ask some of the guys that use GPSs. I don't use one. I mean, I use what's on the Qualcomm, and Honey likes the one on the dashboard in the Pete. So I think we're gonna start using that when she's, when she's on board. Yeah, Irish. Yeah, Jason's truck is nice. Yeah, Jason's truck is nice. I like the colors, that black and that blue, that blacked out front end with that new deer guard. That's pretty badass. That's gonna, I mean, you're gonna get some looks. You're gonna get some looks in that. That's for sure. Going to a company or pay. Can use the GI Bill for both. TJ, it just depends. So if you use the GI Bill at Prime, if you're a veteran, you only have to do 9 months of the commitment. Is what they do. They knock 3 months off if you're a veteran. What's going on, Georgia Trucker guys? Sorry, guys, I missed a lot of this because I was walking around or whatever. So, what's the deal with leash you all talking about? So, Stephen asked, put some alcohol in the windshield wiper fluid. Well, Henry, I bought the -20. Matter of fact, I got a bottle right here. I bought this, -25. So, I bought this the other day at Walmart. So, I haven't put any of this underneath the bunk yet, but I also buy my oil at Walmart. Why? Because you can get the oil for $12 a gallon at Walmart. And then the washer fluid was like $2 or whatever. So I try to pick all that up at Walmart. I don't know about dishwashing. So Steven says, how much a week can a company driver bring home? Steven, I think that just depends. So Brown, y'all know Student Brown, he went company when he left my truck. And he told me he was running hard. He was running hard. And like even on weeks where he ran super hard, his take home was like 1,200. And he wanted more than that, and so that's why he transitioned into teaming with a lease operator here at Prime. So that's what he currently does right now, and he's making like $1,700, $1,800 a week now, doing it that way. Look here, you're going to be spending almost $6,000 a month for a truck. You're about $900 a week. Oh, FedEx, if you're talking about as a lease operator, my checks are way more than that, buddy, even as a solo operator. So, I mean, we do our revenue at Prime. Our revenue runs between $4,000 and $5,000 a week, and we don't run a lot of miles to do that. So you don't have real high fuel costs. So we're able to make some money. Some people don't understand it. I understand from the outside looking in why people feel the way they do. But once you're here and you start running and you learn the system, you can make a lot of money here at Prime. All right. There is a learning curve to it. It does take learning freight lanes and understanding where freight is and what it pays. The there is some stuff you have to learn. Rolling for Time will probably tell you, you know, he's fairly new to the industry. He's going to tell you he probably had a learning curve when he first started. There's stuff you have to learn. There's things you have to do. But once you figure it all out, the opportunity to make money is here. Yeah, Ben, company driver, $1,200 a week is about right for solo, for company. Lease drivers can make a lot more than that. So, what is the maintenance cost for maintaining your lease truck? I mean, they're 3-year leases, so it's under warranty. All your major components are under warranty the whole time. They get rid of it when it gets close to being out of warranty. So, like engine, transmission, drivetrain, all that stuff's under warranty. But you know, turbo and all that, air conditioning. But the smaller stuff like tires, oil changes, windshields, mirrors, any kind of glass that breaks, oil changes, lube, filters, all of that comes into play. You have to pay for all of that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, fatty. I mean, look, a lot of people on the outside looking in, they don't see it. They don't see how it's possible. They don't understand it, but they don't know. Thanks, Jock. Mhm. Frank, correct, and that's because it's a California law, right? California enacted a law that's a California thing, not a Prime thing. You cannot lease with any trucking company anymore in the state of California. It's not just Prime; it's any trucking company out there in the United States. You're not leasing. Unfortunately, no. Right now, Prime is not higher in the state of Florida. Unfortunately, it's on lockdown. We have too many drivers from that area, not enough freight coming in and out of there, so they've stopped all hiring out there. Henry, it was getting slower, but I mean, me and Honey been running some long ones. Prime's always hiring out of Utah. We have a ton of freight out of Utah. We have a lot of flatbed freight out of Utah. You know, in Texas too. Zach, Georgia is currently open. Georgia was closed for a while, guys. Right? They wouldn't even hire nobody out of Georgia for a while, but that's all fixed. Well, then Frank, you can go ahead and lease a truck out of Arizona, but it has to be your license, Frank. They go by the address on your driver's license. So your driver's license will have to be from the state of Arizona. You just can't say, hey, I live in Arizona now. Uh, yeah, Legendary, you can change your address once you get hired. Absolutely, you can. Absolutely, you can change your address once you get hired. Eddie says, I have 13 years. Eddie, when's your last time in a truck? So 13 years of experience could mean a lot. It could mean you had 13 years of experience 20 years ago, or it could mean you've been driving for the last 13 years. Springfield's not a bad place to live, especially if you work for Prime. I'll just be honest with you guys. A lot of people who work for Prime move to Springfield. It's a nice area. It's reasonable. The only thing I don't like is they have state tax here. Gross with that. I'll have 6 months with a CDL when I come in PSD or TNT. Legendary, you've been driving that whole 6 months. You have to have 6 months experience to not have any training at all. And you would definitely not go PSD. You might have to do some TNT miles, but depending on no OTR at all. See, Ben's got it. They do a lot of guys do 15,000 miles TNT. Just doing local work. Yeah. 50 cents, Stephen. 50 cents a mile is what prime starting out company drivers at. 50 cents a mile. Well, Henry, it's not about miles. It's about revenue on the lease side. So mileage would be on the company side, revenue on the lease side. All right. I've had weeks where I've driven 1,500 miles and took home, 1,800 bucks. All right. It just depends. It just depends. You know. So to give you an example, me and Honey did. Let's see. Me and Honey did 6,000 miles last week, and combined. Well, I can't really get into that too much. I don't think because I don't have the exact numbers. Just depends. Well, like last week, guys in TNT, Honey did 6,000. We did 6,000 miles. Me and Honey did, and we had 9 additional stops. And so she was able to make 14 cents a mile on 6,100 and something miles plus $10 a stop. So like she was able to make like $900 last week instead of 7. Yes, sir. Yep.
So did you get oil pressure, rev it up to 12, 1,500 RPM?
All right. We're gonna fire this thing up. Yeah, Steven. Let's see how he did on the fuel line part. Waiting on oil pressure. We got oil pressure. Well, you wanted at 12? You want at 12? So we're seeing 1,200 RPMs. Yeah, 50 cent is for the lightweights. Sorry, guys. 45 for the condos. Is what it is. Everything is clear. All that's left is the drug test or whatever I need. All right. Turn it off?
Yep.
All right.
I got one more filter to change.
Okay.
And then we'll go through that one more time, and then I'm done with you.
All right. Sounds good, man. So he's almost done. That's pretty quick. It's pretty quick, actually. Yeah, don't lie on your application, guys, about previous jobs and stuff like that. Because trust me, they're going to find out. They will find out. Sit back and enjoy the feed. Well, I mean, I think it's FedEx. I think it's how you take it. Everybody takes stuff differently. Everybody reads stuff differently. I kind of get what you were saying, but I also look at it from a point of view being on the outside looking in, not understanding what's going on, the fine print details, right? Because I can sit here all day and I can tell the world, hey, this is what we pay for our truck and this is how much money I make, and everybody's going, there's no way you can do that with that. It happens, all right? I understand, but it happens. We overpay on a lease payment, people say all the time, right? I get a new piece of equipment every 3 years, so I can't do that anywhere else. I've gone the other route. I've gone the cheaper leases. I've gone the lease to own, and none of that worked out for me like it's working out for me here. And all that was mileage based, right? This is all percentage based. This is percentage based pay. My background and job history. Yeah, they look at safety and logs. I don't know exactly what they're asking about. Studebaker takes a while. It takes it's like 9 months. But just oil change. I'm getting oil change, filter change while I'm in Springfield. Running TNT, it's not going to take long. And I was only like 8,100 miles from needing an oil change. So, I mean, I could have ran 2 weeks. But since I'm here, I'm just getting it done. Kathy, I don't know. I don't know if it will or not. Correct, Ben. Yeah, it's a walk away, and there are people who walk away. And Jason, I'm sure it's $400. I'm sure it's 400. If I had to guess, but it's in that new express bay they got. Yeah, they are picky on the job history part with holes and number of jobs, right? I know for an experienced driver, if you're coming to Prime as an experienced CDL holder, which means you're going straight into AC, right? No training at all. You can't have more than 2 trucking jobs in the last 12 months. I know that. What's going on, Strange? How are you? Local shooter. How can you enter the trucking business? I'm turning 21 next Monday. Well, as long as you've had your driver's license, your regular driver's license, at least 12 months, there's plenty of opportunities out there for you to go to trucking school. You just have to find one that fits for you. That's all. Yeah, and if you're running under Prime's authority, bringing your own truck, you have to have the safety equipment. You have to have the lane control. You have to have the forward-facing radar, whatever they call it, adaptive cruise or whatever. There's a lot of things you have to do. Correct, Swade. Yeah, the getting your own health insurance, that can be a draw. Um, if you're a married team, you guys should always be one lease, one company, carry the health insurance, and you guys cover every basis and you kill it. So Chad Rich just put out a new video about he took this morning of a guy tearing some shit up in his truck. Y'all got to make sure you check that out from El Presidente, because some guys this morning tore some stuff up. Brian has been flooring a little bit, but not too bad. FedEx, I don't know what the cap is. That's a legitimate question, and I don't know what it is because every company has a cap. I don't know how they do their pay raises or where it caps out. I don't know. That'd be a question for a recruiter. Because contrary to belief, I actually am a driver. I'm not a recruiter. Who was my trainer? Frank, the guy that trained me was at FFE. His name was Danny Kellogg, and that was in 2006. So Danny Kellogg, his name was Danny Kellogg. He trained me in 2006 over at Frozen Food Express. Actually, it was a dry division called American Eagle Lines, but it's gone now. It's Frozen Food Express. Whoa. You coming in, Big John? What's going on, Nunya? Yeah. You ready? One last time. We got to fire this truck up one more time. And then we'll pull around the side. Correct, Swade. Correct. Same thing David and Melissa are about to do. Yeah, same thing David and Melissa are about. My truck's so quiet right now. They always purr after an oil change, right? I mean, this thing is purring right now. Oh, yeah. Rev it? Rev this baby up. She's purring. She sounds good. Sounds real good. Turn it off. So for my Peterbilt, in order to stay within warranty. Oh, okay. to stay in warranty specifications, it's every 75,000 miles. I got to get it done on this Peterbilt. And it has to do with keeping the warranty right. Now, I will tell you, I've only got 66,000 on it, 500. I was 8,500 for needing it, but I got it done. Oh, Nunya, that's awesome. So Rail's coming to Pittston on the 9th. Congratulations. How many miles? 66,501. That. So, all right. So rolling for time, he's looking for. He needs 127 more subs to get to 1,000 here on YouTube. So, he's a solo driver here at Prime. So if you guys are interested in some of the solo life, you guys follow me and Chad, and we're trainers and whatnot. But if you want to follow someone who's going to give you a good solo look, Rolling for Time might be a good way to go about it. So check him out over there. Yeah, well, Zach, you can pick what's available on the lot the first time. After that, you can order one after 6 months. So, guys, I'm driving real slow because I've got this camera on. So after that, you can order a truck. You can order whatever you want and get exactly what you want. Legendary, I don't know if Pittston lets you pick company trucks or not. So I will tell you guys, Pittston's a little bit of a different monster than Springfield. It truly is. They do things a little bit different in Pittston, and there's nothing wrong with that. I kind of actually like it. I'm trying to go really slow so my clock doesn't kick on. How would Frank know anything about me? Well, I don't know, Chad. You tell me. Let me see what this said. I thought that person. Not even a real terminal. You can't drop. Can't drop what? You can't drop at Pittston? Trying to find me a good parking spot, guys, where my because I'm not going anywhere tonight. I want to be at the terminal all night tonight. And I don't like sleeping with my feet above my head. And yes, I know I can just change the spots on the bed, but I don't like doing that either. Yeah, Fatty just blew his horn at me as I drove by. I was wondering what that was. I heard the horn. We could do a visit. Where are you at, Fatty? We can get out. We can get out and shake his hand real quick. Let me go back around. I got to go slow though. I guess it doesn't matter. My clock. It doesn't matter if my clock kicks on or not. We're just like cruising around the parking lot here. We'll turn this around. Y'all don't need to look at me. We can just look out the window. We'll just keep going around the parking lot. At our slow speed. There's an empty spot beside me. I don't want to park out here though. Oh, I don't have no PC left because I left my unfortunately I left myself on PC all night last night. Wait a minute, I don't see him. I wonder if he's in this green one right here. You in this green truck? It's probably him right here. I don't see him. Windy as shit when you go around the corner. It is windy as shit out. It's big time windy out. Oh, mine said I get an hour now. So mine said 60 minutes. Because it said you have exceeded the 60-minute limit for PC. I mean, it really doesn't matter. I'm not going anywhere. Like I'm here for the day. so it doesn't matter to me. But someone else honking at me. Ben says, I have unlimited now. Ben, I don't know if you have unlimited. Not if you're at Prime. Except for Ben. No, Legendary, that's for like driving around like I am right now, bobtail, no load or nothing. That's what it is. Now you just go off duty when you're out of the truck. I'm gonna go around and see if I can find a parking spot on the backside over here. I'm gonna stay tight. Ooh, look. Ooh, someone's pulling out right here in front of me. I'm about to get me a good one. Hell yeah. Someone just pulled out. They got a little bitty puppy in there too. They gave me a good spot. Don't get much luckier than this. I don't want to hear nothing crashing back here, right, guys? This is like a Chad Rich special spot right here. This is like one of those spots only Chad Rich gets, El Presidente. I'm like 4 spots down from the steps. Right, Gary? He was like, I was going to park there and move. Yeah, I did good. Bags, you pulled the fire and ice post. Think I get why. But as far as, I thought you were okay. You were just being real. Yeah, I mean, I was having a good time that night. I kind of got loaded up. Using the right status because you cannot edit drive time. Correct. You cannot edit drive time anymore at all. I'm not on the drive line, Phil. I went slow enough. It didn't put me on drive. I went just slow enough that it kept me in off duty. So nothing wrong with that. Just slow enough it kept me in off duty. Does Prime have an age limit on? Hold on, let me look at something, guys. Sorry, I'm checking out some stats real quick from my YouTube. I got a video I did with Highway Honey where she's driving the Albuquerque snow, and it's getting some views. Like it's getting some views. 13,479 views as of right now. So I'm kind of keeping an eye on that one, just to see what's happening with it. No, we can edit. We can edit like off duty time, on duty time, sleeper berth time. We can't edit any kind of drive time. It's the only thing we can't edit. We can't edit any kind of drive time. We can edit everything else. But anything to do with driving, we can't edit. So, and that kind of sucks. No doubt about it. Just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. As far as the vape goes, it really just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. I vape a lot when I'm on. You all know that. I used to smoke a lot when I did lives. Who shows you, the trainer or at orientation? Does Prime have an age limit on new drivers with no experience? True, it's 21. Yeah, Ben answered it. Thanks, Ben. Thanks. Yeah, the yard movement is nice. The only problem is it still counts against your clock. Honey Baguette's been good for the numbers. I won't deny that. Nap time for El Presidente. Hey, Chad, did you make it all the way? I'm just curious whether or not El Presidente made it all the way. Correct. Yeah, against your 14. Yeah, it goes against, yeah, correct. Oh, 40 out. Everything iced up on you, didn't it? That sucks. Let me see. Trying to see what this looks like. I'm trying to get some of the lighting fixed in here. Yeah, it's really, really bright on me. I could probably move it over here and fix it. There. I think that, nope. It fixed it for just a minute, and then the camera readjusted like it does. I don't know why it keeps doing that lighting thing. I don't like it, though. I don't like it. The only way to fix it is to close the curtains all up, lock myself in here in my jail cell. And I don't like doing that either. How's the weather been in the Midwest? You gonna wake him up? Well, obviously, you got above 40 degrees. Already says the lease operators offered health insurance. They are offered. They have someone on site who sells health insurance to lease operators. So they do have that. I got to take it too. Oh, you must only took it 8. Got no time to waste, Soul Rider. Yeah, a lot of people don't, man. And look, my students leave. A lot of them leave. They don't know everything, right? You don't run into every situation. It's new out here every day, guys. It's brand new every single day. You're not going to run into every single situation out here on the highway. It's just not going to happen. So, they so everybody leaves and everybody needs to learn something. So, hold on a minute. Someone at my window. Hi. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. So, wow. I don't think we could be sending that message up there. So Stefan got his through Minnesota Sure, $385 a month, medical and dental. There you go. There's one health insurance answer. I-80's under rolling closures. Oh wow, that's bad. Yeah, see, it's different every day. It's different every day. Every day. You drive 14 hours, only 12 hours straight. Neither one of those is accurate, Legendary. Neither one of those is accurate. So you can drive 11 hours a day total in a 14-hour period, right? So from the time you start your clock in the morning, if you start your clock at 6 a.m., you have a 14-hour window in which you can drive 11 of. All right, you can drive 11 of that, and you cannot work either on duty or drive no longer than 8 hours straight without a 30-minute break. So there's all kinds of little snippets in there you have to kind of watch for. Yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff goes down. A lot of stuff goes down. So Twisted trained a 71-year-old. I trained a 66-year-old. And he's now a trainer here at Prime. 9 hours a day over in the UK, Ziggy's saying. Watching from the UK. Welcome, Darren. Welcome. So Fly says, what about 150 miles within home base? Flying low, I don't know the rules on that because I don't fall within those parameters. So I really couldn't tell you. Really couldn't tell you. So Spida says, what's a good weekly spending budget for food and whatnots? So I try to keep mine, now that I don't smoke anymore, I try to keep mine under $200 a week. That's just me. I get out when I get paid, I get $200 out of the ATM in cash, and I pay everything in cash, and I try to stay in that $200 range for the week. When are they going to change the hour of service again? Phil, I don't know. Yeah, you can cook meals, Henry. I have a skillet. I also have a air fryer, a small Magic Chef air fryer. A lot of people have an Instapot, a crock pot. There's a lot of things you can do. A lot of things. What's going on, Larry? So Twisted stays at like $80 a week. So what's the upgrade process after TNT? Keegan, it's a week-long process. You go to some classes, watch a lot of CBTs, and then pick up your, get your truck or whatnot. I spent about 150 a week, saved everything else. See, that's smart. What's the hardest thing about being OTR? I mean, that varies depending on who you're talking to and whether or not they're married, have kids, have family. So that changes a lot. A lot of things changes. What's the wattage on my skillet? It's pretty high, Stefan. I can't turn it up super high. Like I have to keep it at 200 and then turn it up slowly until it gets to 375, and then I back it down to 350 and I run the truck when I'm using it. During the upgrade process, yes, Keegan, you should be able to because you should have your own room. Yeah, I've got my electronics. I do. Yeah, isolation's tough. It really just depends on who you're talking to. How much in fuel would you say you pay per year? Um, a lot. A lot. Um, I don't know. Depends because like if you're teaming or solo and all that, but it can be a lot. It can be a lot, Anywhere from probably solo drivers probably do $40,000 a year in fuel to teams that are doing, $75,000 to $90,000 a year in fuel. It just depends. Just depends. Yes, Jason, it was the exact same one I have in mind. It is that Tundra one. It's that big, huge, long gray one. That is the one that was in there. I did look at it. It's right there on the floor behind the passenger seat. Is where it's at. Yours is right behind the floor behind the passenger seat. Yes, fuel is a business write-off. Company drivers are able to stop at grocery stores. Sean, there's a lot of Walmarts have trucking. A lot of Walmarts have truck parking. Hello, Debbie. How are you? All right, all right. I tried to be cool about this. I did. All right. I want to go lease, but I was wondering should I wait to go lease till after winter. All right, look, Keegan. My recommendation is this. I think everybody coming in now, um, and I've been recommending this, should go company until you get the kinks worked out. All right. May take you a month, may take you 6 months. But I'm learning as I keep graduating students and students get their own truck, that the learning curve is different with each student. And so some students can excel and pick it up and make money pretty quick going into lease right away. But for the most part, I think that a little bit of company time would do almost everybody some good. Even if it's 3 weeks, go home, do your first home time, for 4 or 5 days, and then come back, lease your truck, and then just I think it's different with everybody. Just took a little break, did you? When I was coming, we went to grocery. Yeah, I mean, me and Honey stop at Walmart quite a bit, a couple times a week right now. What's going on, Will? How long did it take from start to finish to get your own truck? I came in an experienced driver. I was not a student. So when I came to Prime, I got here on a Monday, and Wednesday afternoon I was done, and Friday I had a truck. But if you're talking about a student, start to finish to get their own truck, give me a minute. We'll think about that. Yeah, Walmart and grocery stores are your friends out here, guys. Oh, Dan, it was all right. I don't get hungover. I don't get hungover. I never have. Ever since I quit drinking Bud Light, I don't get hungover. Yeah, see, Stefan says he went lease right away, but it was rough. He had a learning curve. Stefan had a bit of a learning curve. Correct, Sean. Yeah, company drivers, they set up your fuel line, fuel routes, everything. Some of them do, yeah. All one stop, no load. Never, ever, ever again. Yeah, Eugene, it can be rough. If you got one of those, it can be rough. Hey, was that in Idaho? Because I had one in Idaho like that last year. It was like 400 boxes at one stop, no loading dock. Biggest thing I think matters for solo lease is that you got to look at fuel app and remember to scan in paperwork at customers. Yes. Is lease worthy coming from another company? It can be, Will. Correct. Yeah. So Fatty's right. I actually have a friend here who is company, and they pretty much do what they want, and they don't get anything said to them as long as they get to their deliveries on time. They take the route they want. When they want to get fuel, they just go to a Pilot or a Love's or a Petro, and they just send a message and go, "Hey, I'm at this location. I need fuel this many gallons." Boom. Takes about 30 seconds. They get a message back saying, "Okay, you're open. Go," and they get fuel. So it really depends on the fleet manager. It depends on your fleet manager and how comfortable they are letting you make your own decisions like that in a company truck. Yeah, twisted. Yeah, so PSD is about 3 weeks. TNT is going to run about 3 months. The only exception you're going to have to that TNT time frame is you have to get in, I believe, 60 or 90 days of winter driving. I believe it's 60 days of winter driving. So we have a lot of people who are finishing their TNT right now at 50,000 miles, but they're having to stay on their trainer's truck because they don't have 60 days of winter driving. So a lot of things are changing. My trainer says there's really no money to be made in lease. If you go solo, you have to put a student on a truck. Keegan, that's not true. That's not true at all. That's not true at all. I Stefan will tell you. Jason will tell you. They'll tell you, guys, they're making money. It ain't about that. It's about making good choices. That's what it's about. It's about money control. Look, it's about controlling your money, how you spend your money. That's what it is, right? I know people who have quit Prime because they say they're not making no money as a solo lease driver. They don't have a money problem, they have a money management problem. They didn't feel they were making money because one week they would make $3,000 after everything. They'd put $3,000 in the bank, and the next week they'd only get a check for 600, right? And so they're going, "Hey, I ain't making no money here. I'm quitting." Well, dude, you just averaged $1,800 for the last 2 weeks. You're making money. You're making money. It's not Prime's fault that you made 3 grand and blew the entire $3,000 in one week. And the next week you only made 600 and you thinking you're not making money because you got a $600 check. No, it's a big picture. You have to average it out over 13 weeks, in my opinion. I think everybody should look at 13 weeks and average it out, and that will tell you truly if you're making money or not. That's the way I feel about it. Does the terminals accept deliveries for drivers? Yes, Legendary, they do. Ziggy, they're working on a load board right now for drivers, a load choice option. It's not completely in play yet, so. Correct. Yeah. So Bob's right. As long as your company truck is making money, companies usually don't mess with you. Company drivers make the same on average as a solo lease driver. I don't disagree with that at the end of the week with benefits. So, JD, I don't disagree with you. In the end, if you compare all of the benefits, if you figure everything in, I don't necessarily disagree with you on that. I just like having more control over how much time I want to go home, how often I want to go home, where I'm going to go. I like having that control. Weaver, they do have a limit on pet weight. I think it's like 40 pounds or something. I've never seen anybody make somebody pull a pet out of their truck and weigh it, and I've seen some big ass dogs around here. So take it as you want, but let's see, Fatty. I disagree. Fatty's gonna disagree. I don't. Fatty. If you look at it at the end with all of the benefits, it probably comes out pretty close to the same. You might be surprised. We just have more control. Correct, Mob. Yeah, see, Mob's got it. He gross. As Lisa, I pulled 3 loads, took home 3,200. There you go, Justin. Yeah. So, guys, I'm going to have to skip a bunch. All right, beautiful day for driving. Can you bring your own truck to Prime? Aviation, you can bring your own truck to Prime, but it has to have the lane control and the forward-facing radar for the adaptive cruise control. Those are the 2 things it has to have for the safety features that it has to have. Awesome hanging out. Thanks for answering the questions. Time to get ready for Ravens game. Have a great day. Looking forward to the next video. Thanks, TJ. Thanks for coming, man. Thanks for watching. You stuck around a long time, too, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah, it is about who you know sometimes. But any of my previous TNT miles. Doug, I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. Radar. Yes, I personally hate the forward radar too, but unfortunately, it's not going away anytime soon. It has to be under a certain weight too. Has to be under a certain weight too. Sorry, guys, it went out for just a minute because the battery's dying. I got to get a charger. I got to get a charger, and I want to turn the heat on. Let me get some chargers here. And of course, I unplugged the wrong one. Let me get the charger. And gets it plugged in. There we go. No problem. Thanks for watching, Jeffro. Break's over. All right, be careful, Debbie. Yeah, Ben, I'm feeling the same way. It'd be at least 15,000. Yeah, I love these seats. They cost me about $700, I think, total for the 2 of them from the factory to have them put in the truck. I love them. I wouldn't trade them. Very comfortable. They go up and down when you sit in automatically. And the best part about it is, and all y'all that are truckers, you know what I'm talking about, they don't hold smell. You don't get that dirty, sweaty ass smell stuck in the seat. And that's a great thing. You like the jeans I got, oh God. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't tamper with safety equipment anymore, guys. They'll get in your ass. Who works harder for the money? Right hog rider. Yeah. Stefan's being smart ass, I think. Nice. Just curious if seats have seat warmers. Yeah, yes, Wade. Is there a truck shortage? There's always a truck shortage, right? Because they're not ordering any extra trucks. Thanks for all the info. Linex, thank you for being here. Where you at, bud? You in Springfield or are you up in Pittston? Because, hey, JD, some people just don't want to, man. I understand what you're saying, but like me, I don't ever want to own a truck. I don't ever want to own a truck. That's just always been my theory. I actually thought about it, and I was thinking about this one, but I don't want to own a truck. Yes, Larry. Yes, everybody's going to do winter driving now. No, Jeff Murphy is not my fleet manager. Vaping will not help you pass your vehicle. Matt, there's nothing wrong with vaping, man. I don't vape. I don't vape the bad stuff, man. The bad stuff is what was doing it to people. They don't have the massage, Joe. They don't have the massage. Hey, how do you come from the Caribbean and train at Prime to drive over there? Colin, there's people that do it. I mean, you just have to call a recruiter. I don't know how it works. Yeah, see, so everybody, so like Mob, he likes to own trucks. I don't. Everybody's different. Everybody has different courses how they want to do it and what they're comfortable with and stuff. It just depends on the individual. Strange, that's different. They don't make you train for a whole year. If you come in like March and you go through your whole process, you get your own truck in August, they hope that you get enough just driving experience before winter comes that you have enough um, trucking sense to get through winter safely. Once you retire your current job, yeah. Late to your live or you don't. No, 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 no. She's in Pittsburgh. So my TNT student is in Pittsburgh with her family right now, and I'm in Springfield taking care of some things. So I got the oil change today. I got the side box put on the truck. I got the Directv fixed, and I have an appointment with the dentist tomorrow. What's going on, JJ? Correct. Different strokes, different folks. You got it. All right, man. Yeah, yeah, Jason. Have a good one, man. Rolling for time. No, no, Weaver, you don't do TNT for a year. That's what I was saying. I'm not a football guy, Matt. Yeah, I'm not a football guy. I've never been a football guy. I just haven't. I'm waiting for this heat to kick on. Waiting for the heat. Waiting for the heat. It's on stamp. Oh, I had the key turned. That's why. Let me get that key turned back. Here we go. Now we got heat. Now we got some heat, boys. Ugh. What's going on, Mark? Do you have Wi-Fi in your truck? If so, what's the payment? How much is DirecTV a month? Okay, let's see. What's going on, William? DirecTV a month. I pay $24 a week. I pay $24 a week for it. That's what I pay. So currently for my DirecTV. Now the initial setup was like $360, and then it's $24 a week. But they do include a TV in the setup if you don't have a TV. Unfortunately, if you do have your own TV, it doesn't get any cheaper. They still charge you the whole amount. Do you know of me? I do not. I do not. Um, let's see. Let's see. Where's my thing? There we go. Do you have Wi-Fi? So the payment, Henry, I have Wi-Fi through my phone company. Jeff, it might a little bit. I mean, all right, Mom. Have a good night. Shorten the mile requirements to upgrade. Does TNT winter driving shorten the mileage requirement? No, it does not shorten the mileage requirements. What's the brand of your? I'm driving a Peterbilt, Hardman. I'm driving a Peterbilt. If you can do a full shift to knock out your TNT. What size TV they give you? They give you like a 25-inch TV, I think. Chicken and waffles. What's going on, man? So, can you do Roku in there and go without direct? I could, Jeffro. I could do that. I actually have Hulu and stuff, but I like my Directv. But yes, you could do that. You could do like the Roku and all that stuff if you wanted to. It just depends. A lot of people do. So a lot of people go that other route. A lot of people go a route where they get like Hulu and Netflix and all that, and they just get the Wi-Fi and the smart TV, and they don't have to worry about it. Some people just don't do anything. You know, some people just figure out they just don't want to do nothing. There you go. Yeah, you can do it that way too. You just do the screen sharing. One month PSD and it was little, yeah. JD, I don't know. I haven't had the Pete very long, so I got a long time left in it. But I'll make a decision on about 6 months out, 7 months out as to what I'll do next. As far as ordering another one, what type of truck. I would tell you, I enjoy my Pete. I mean, I made that video on it. I don't have a lot of complaints on it. Ben, I got 66,000 miles on it. Knock on wood, so far so good. So, I mean, I just did the first oil change. How did I manage to? Oh no, I didn't. There it is. All right. All right. So let's just do this. Let's just knock them out. We can just do this one after another. We can play this game. I'm good at this game. I've been doing YouTube long enough. I know how to play that game. Swept and down by them. They call it a problem circle for a reason. Keegan, it just depends. So, like my Peterbilt was less than my Freightliner. So my Pete's 1,030 a week. What's going on, Tanner? Correct. It's pretty easy, Twisted. No, Strange, you're good. You're good. Yeah. So I well, I'll usually let something go down once, but I don't let things go down beyond that. That's all. So I usually let people come in and shamelessly plug themselves one time, but once it goes past once, it's over. What's going on, Lucas? How are you, man? Hey, Dab, I'm in Missouri. Tell Prime to open Florida, right, Wicked? That'd be nice. What's the typical payout after lease turn in? Weaver, it depends on how long you had it. If you had it start to finish and you were a solo driver, $20,000 is probably about right. If you had it start to finish and you're a team, well, if you're a TNT driver, TNT trainer would probably look to get about 30 something ish. If you've been a straight team, so if you're like a husband and wife team, you lease a brand new truck, you keep it 3 years, you turn it in. There are people who've gotten us back as much as $60,000 as a team. It just depends. Depends on how long you've been in the truck and all that. It all just depends. Yeah, Hardman, you guys like those the cab overs over there. But I think that might have to do with your streets and stuff too. Yeah, they'll listen to me. They don't listen to me. Ziggy, that just depends. So tanker pays the most per a mile, so like the most per your work, but they don't have as much freight. So, man, I tell you, been trying to stay active. That's all I've been trying to do is stay active, get out of this truck, do some walking, do something. I've been in the gym here every day since I've been here. I'll be there shortly again today. You guys will see me in there. Yes, FM, 66,000 miles, first oil change. Yes, the warranty only requires 75,000 miles. The warranty requires an oil change every 75,000 miles. I'm leasing this truck. You know the old saying, drive it like you stole it, drive it like you lease it. I'm going to stay within parameters of the warranty of the truck. I mean, some people like the International, some people do not. Oh, Luke is over in Ontario, California. Wow. See, like this guy, I don't know who this is, but we got to watch for stuff like that for sure. Here we go. This is all probably that same guy. 20,000 a month, hoping for a good payout. There you go, Tookie. Right, Twisted? Yeah. Is Werner a good company? Um, I mean, they're middle of the road from what I hear. So middle of the road. Uh, the Peterbilt is a much better ride. Well, Ben, it's not a bonus. It's not a Christmas bonus. It's not a Christmas bonus. That's where I think people get confused. It's an incentive for those that work over Christmas. That's all it is. For those people who are going to work over Christmas, right? It's just a little extra money of, hey, thanks for working. That's all it is. That's all it is. But I do wish it was more. I won't disagree with you. It should be double what it is. When I was at KLM, we got $1,500 for Christmas if we worked. So you are correct on the amount is kind of low in my opinion. No, they do not have Volvos yet. The ear dryer is let me look, Joe. Let me look. What's going on, Noah? Noah, it's been like this. It's been like this for a few lives, buddy. Where have you been, man? Where have you been? Noah's been around since I had like 1,100 subscribers. He's like, where'd all these people come from? Um, let's see what it is. Yeah, Tookie, they are up. Yeah, the ear dryer is So oil change is 75,000. Chassis lube is every 37,500. The air filter is every 100,000 miles. But I had him do it today. The DEF is every 300,000. Every 100,000, I think maybe is the answer to the question that I think I was looking up. Let me see. Since I got my student, yeah, Tookie's right. At the yard right now, about to head to Memphis. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm at the yard. I'm in Springfield, man. I'm at Springfield, Noah. Where you at? Where you at, man? I'm right here. Here's where I'm at. Take a peek. See? Move out of California. There you go. They've been testing those Volvos for a year. You know? Yeah, California passed a law that's screwing everybody out there. All companies, man. Do you get paid while you're waiting to upgrade? What do you mean paid while waiting to upgrade? Roush says, "Hey Bags, do you think the side box is worth the money?" It opened up the hole underneath of my bunk, so there's an ugly ass Cardinals truck. Cardinals fan riding around here. What's going on, Diz? It's Diaz, but we'll call him Diz. Let me see this. You can get PMs done on the road, Petra. Yes, you can get PMs done on the road too. Yep. Yep. Oh, New Jersey's about to pass the same law, huh? That's gonna suck. Well, that's gonna change everything, man. It's gonna be like, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they're gonna do, man. Is it lockable? Yes, it's lockable. Yeah, it's locked up. Yeah. So I'm going to get tomorrow when the company store opens, I'm going to buy locking fuel caps and Peterbilt floor liners. I have Freightliner ones right now in here. So if anybody's around, they want these Freightliner floor mats, you can have them. You just got to spray them, take them over there and spray them out. Jeffro, it had more to do with the ports. There were some issues at the ports in California. That's what started the whole problem, all right? The problem wasn't OTR leased companies. The problem was local companies leasing trucks to port drivers who are home daily and not making any money with them. That's the problem. That is the problem. Yes, Keegan, it does. It actually goes up to 800 after 40,000 miles. Yeah, I need to get fuel caps. I need to get locking fuel caps, unfortunately. So, I get a lot of hate mail, guys. Like a lot of hate mail. And the bigger the channel gets, the more hate mail I get. Correct, Tookie. So Tookie's got it. It was terrible. It was a terrible situation of what was going on in the ports over in California. So California, just to fix it, said we're just going to get rid of leasing, and you're no longer going to be able to be a lease operator. So no company, it's not even just trucking. It's interesting. No company in California can hire a subcontractor to do the same kind of work they have company drivers doing. So that's It's a very interesting twist on things. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. Um, how that's all going to play out in the long run, I don't know. Um, but we will find out. We'll definitely see. Let's see what we got going on here. A lot of the port drivers are immigrants. Correct. Yeah, and that. Yeah, Jersey's the same situation, right? So it wouldn't surprise me if we see it in Jersey. It wouldn't surprise me if you eventually see it in Louisiana. Um, Washington, another big port area. And Washington very much follows kind of a lot of what California does, the state of Washington does. So don't be surprised to see that too. Yeah, even Landstar's having to get rid of them. Yeah, it just all depends, you know. Well, correct, Swade. Yes, yes, you do. You do need to be able to read, write, and understand English. All right, that's just the way it should be. Just like if I was going to go to Mexico, I should be able to read, write, and understand Spanish, right? Because that's what I'm going to be dealing with. Um, Canada's a little different because they speak both French and English, and you know, if you go to Canada, you just better be able to decipher shit. That's all. Thanks, Twisted. Yeah, yeah. Like I haven't shamelessly plugged myself for referrals in a while, but yeah, any referrals I can get are much appreciated. So driver code is SOPCJ. SOPCJ. So thank you for that, Twisted. Appreciate that. Yeah, you're right, Diaz. It's it's all right. Look, I let it roll off me now. I don't let it bug me. Um, like I really like if you guys could read some of the stuff that I get. Maybe I'll start saving them. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll start screenshotting them and saving them, and then like make like a haters video and post it. So that might be a good idea. I may start doing that. So yeah, Roush didn't know. Yep. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do that going forward. So um, as I get all these hate messages, I'll start screenshotting them and put them in a nice long hate video. Yeah, that's the biggest thing is to make sure that someone gets a referral. I'm a big believer in that. Anybody who's going to come to work at Prime, get a referral to write down. I mean, there's so many Prime drivers on YouTube now. Um, you know, get somebody's information and get it down. Henry, you're right. They do. You're right. They do. Haters help you grow too. Haters give you revenue too when they watch. So thank you for watching, haters. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the revenue I can get. Hater mailbag episode, yeah. And Fatty, I don't know if there'd be enough for a weekly, but there's definitely enough for a monthly. Definitely enough for a monthly. They are. Thanks, Roush. I appreciate that. You'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised. The best part is I got a bunch of hate comments on a video, and a student was driving. It's pretty funny. Talking about they didn't use their turn signal and they didn't get over, and I was thinking, how do you know if someone used a turn signal when I have the volume muted and music playing? Right? I added music to it and had the volume muted. How can you tell me someone didn't use a turn signal? So it's just someone just trying to hate, you know? Could you help someone get hired at Prime? I've been out of work for a while and I've talked to a crew, but they won't hire me because I don't have a recent job. Like how long back are you talking? Like how big of a gap do you have in your last employment? I might wait a month or two. Not trying to be douche, but the hair is distracting. You like it? It's kind of doing its own thing today. I'm just letting it go. Right? They do. If you like your trainer, you can ask for an extended pay contract. Yeah, you can do that, Ben. Ben, you are correct. Yeah. So thank you guys. I'm seeing the comments. Thank you. Philip, I don't know. Philip asked the question. I don't have an answer to, Phil, because I just don't know. I just don't know the answer to that question. I have no idea. Haven't seen him in a while. Haven't talked to him in a while. We did some collabs and some videos a while back, but no idea. I'm turning this heat down a little bit. No idea, man. You know, I got a few people around here I keep up with on a regular basis. You guys know who they are. I had to take care of mom for the last 3 years. Well, yeah, that's a big gap. That's a big gap. Man, I'm going to tell you when I had the same situation happen. To me, I had to step away from trucking for a little while and do the same for my mom. And when I came back, I tried to go. I was going to go for JB Hunt, and it wouldn't take me because of it, because I was taking care of my mom. And so I went back to FFE KOLM because they knew the situation and took me. So I don't know what you'll need to do. Well, Dean, you're different because you were retired from somewhere. Literally retired, right? You retired, so you just tell them that, hey, I'm retired. I was retired for a year. Now I need to get back in the industry. So appreciate that, Mark. Appreciate that. What about work history coming from overseas? Ziggy, I don't have a clue for you, buddy. I don't have a clue what's going to happen with coming from the other side of the pond, buddy. He was at Prime 1 or 2 days ago. Yeah, he probably was. David H was here. You've been out of work since June. You'd probably be okay. Family first. You're right. Yeah, I have several pre-trip videos. Just know what you're getting into. I had a student who watched them like all the time or listened to them all the time on their way back and forth to work in the mornings before they came to Prime. And well, when they got to Prime, they could recite my video word for word, start to finish, the entire pre-trip. They just had to put it together with the actual items on the truck. So that's all they had to do. Yeah, Ben, he doesn't. And I'm going to tell you why David doesn't do it, because David started getting some hate mail about people who didn't believe him. And so it's the same reason I no longer really do talk about my pay in detail, because many people won't believe you, right? People from the outside looking into Prime, they don't believe a Prime driver can make any money. So they don't want to believe you no matter what you tell them. And I just kind of gave up, right? I just kind of gave up. And so now I'm just like, you know what? Let's just talk about what happens here. And when people get in here and they start cashing their checks and they start getting paid, and they'll understand. See, Ben he knows all about it. Yeah, people just say you're lying, and David got tired of hearing it. David got tired of people telling him he's lying. I can sit here right now and look at you and tell you, you know what? In the last 2 weeks, I made $7,500. Right? Some of you believe me. Some of you think I'm lying. Right? But if you walk into my truck, I pull my 2 pay stubs up and I can show it to you. Right? That's just the way it is. And that's after I paid everything. Right? But people don't want to believe that. People like being stuck in their little box and not understanding that there are opportunities out here to make real good money. So, it is what it is. Thanks, Ricky. I appreciate that. That was really nice of you, bud. I appreciate that. I do. All right, drummer. Be safe out there, man. Have a good night. The go-to guy of how to. Well, I mean, I try to do what I can do. It is trucking's a game, right? It's a weird game, and you have to master it. It's like a craft, right? It's like any other job. You have to master what you do. Why is the AC on the outside, right, Noah? Once you master your craft, that's when you're going to profit the most. That's when you're going to do the most. Correct, Roush. I mean, look, and Roush, I'll be honest with you. I've been running 65. For some reason, this Peterbilt does not do well. My Pete will not catch top gear unless I'm doing 62 miles an hour or more. All right, it will not catch 12th gear unless I'm doing 62 miles an hour or more. It's just the way it is. And so it runs in 11th gear, from 58, 60, it runs in 11th gear, and the RPMs are way up out of a maximum fuel range, and it's pulling, right at 8 miles to the gallon. Right? So 58 to 60, 58 to 61, I get 8 miles to the gallon. 62 to 65, I get almost 9. So I just run 65 now. Correct. It's an automatic. It's an automatic. Suede, that is part of it. Miss Suede is right. Part of it is fleet manager, right? Sometimes you get a fleet manager that you don't work well with. They don't explain things well to you, so you're not really learning the fuel. You're not really learning the freight lanes or the best way to buy fuel or anything like that. All that comes into play. All of that comes into play. Correct, Spud. I do. Being a trainer is a little more difficult because I'm sleeping with an inexperienced driver behind the wheel, and that's always been hard for me to do. It's getting easier with Honey. Honey's a really good driver, so it's made a big difference. So I'm able to, we've been out there. Gosh, she's 13,500 miles into TNT. She's like 13,300 or 13,600 or something into TNT. And so, she's proven to me she can drive the truck. So we're still working on her backing. She's getting much better at it. Much, much better at it. But as far as driving a truck goes, she's pretty safe. I like it. Yeah, the wind is pretty strong, Noah. It is. The sweet spot on the Pete is around 55. Maybe, JB. I'm going to tell you what. Mine will not catch 12th gear, which is your sweet spot, in my opinion. is your highest gear at the lowest RPM, unless I'm doing 62. I'm definitely not running 55. I'm definitely not going to run 55. I don't think I could talk Honey into running 55 miles an hour. I think she'd pull her hair out of her head. Correct. You do have to. So Tookie is right on one big thing about making money here at Prime. Guys, you have to establish that dependability record, okay? So when you first start out solo at Prime, what's going to happen, right? You're not going to make the huge money. You're going to make the $1,200 a week money, right? Even as a solo driver, you're going to be taking home like $1,200 a week as a lease operator. That is when you need to be building that history, right? Showing them you're committed to being on time, being safe. Build that up. Build that. Because as that starts growing, they're going to start looking at you for better loads, right? They can't give some of the top end paying loads that have to be somewhere on time to someone they can't depend on. All right, that's reality. That's reality. That's in any business, right? In any business you go to, if they've got a special customer that's paying top dollar for their product or their service, right? Like if you work for a house cleaning company, right? A maid service, right? One of the ones that goes to houses. If you're the owner of that company and you have a customer who pays top dollar, they pay the best money available to you for your services. Are you going to give that to someone you can't trust to do the job right? Or are you going to look at the history of your employees and go, hey, I've got this group right here, this crew. They're always on time. They always take care of everything. They never get complaints. Let's go ahead and give that to them. That's what happens. All right. Trucking is no different. All right. Trucking is no different. All right. So figure out the little quirks in trucking. All right. Figure out what it's going to take for you to manage your clock, be places on time, drive safely. All right. Not, being presentable. We have customers who will call in on drivers who are not presentable. All right. It happens all the time here. All right. We have customers calling on, hey, your driver looks like he ain't showered in 2 weeks. Smelled up my whole lobby. I've got other drivers here looking at me, wanting to know what in the world we can do about it. Don't be that guy. All right. There's a lot of things you can do to present yourself in a way to get the better loads to help you succeed. Sorry, I missed a lot of shit here. 54, 57, Aces 2, Rocking the Truck. Honey is going to make a great driver. Honey is. Yeah, see, so Tookie, same thing, 62. Same thing with the Volvo. Be on time and pretty much accept every load they send you at first. And then when you correct. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. It does. It takes time, Henry. It does. You know what, Roush? That's the way I am. Hey, that's the way I am with all my customers. Picking up, dropping off, whatever. It's always yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. Thank you. Have a great day. I don't care how shitty they get. All right, Linux. So, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. I did not plan on doing this today for 2 hours and 15 minutes, but this was fun. And this is when I can leave up. I don't have to take this one down. It was fun, guys. It really was. I'm getting some stuff done here. I'll be here for another day or two. I have a doctor appointment tomorrow, and probably won't get out here till Tuesday. So, y'all take care out there. Be safe. Be smart. Be responsible. Be respective, right? And make good choices as you pursue your paths to success in the whatever field it is. Just find something that's good for you. Get off the couch. And for you Prime drivers out here, get out of the trucks, walk around, exercise a little bit, see America, right? Because that's what we need to do. Shiny side up, river side down, guys. I'll see y'all somewhere out there on the highway.